So we are now 8 weeks and 3 days into the pregnancy. I'm feeling good after yesterday. I'm feeling very energetic actually. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully doing some more training today. On top of that, I've actually had to cancel most of my walks today because the weather is just blistering. It's already 24 degrees C and I don't walk the dogs above 25. So I physically can't walk the dogs today. It's too dangerous because it has a risk of me becoming overheated, which is dangerous for baby. And it has a risk of the dogs becoming overheated because I mainly walk working dogs and they struggle to not run, and heat exhaustion is a real thing in dogs, especially dogs that run a lot and especially in black or dark coloured dogs, and also dogs with long fur or thicker fur. For the safety of the dogs as well as myself, I don't walk dogs over 25 degrees C. Because of that, I've had to cancel pretty much all my walks today. I have one garden visit which I need to do, and that's it. That's all I've got today. But the main reason I wanted to do this little vlog update today is because I just saw something on Instagram that I really needed to see. I went to bed last night feeling a bit body conscious and very self-conscious of my figure because obviously with pregnancy you gain weight. I have noticed an increase in my podge around my belly, which is normal, but I shouldn't be showing yet. I'm not showing yet. The baby hasn't started protruding, but because of the growth and the mass of the baby in my stomach, it has pushed my body fat on my stomach forward slightly, making it more obvious and also causing it to be very jelly-like, like very jelly-like. It was usually solid and stiff, and now it's very, very jelly-like. It's very obvious. And I remember going downstairs yesterday, just walking down the stairs, and my belly fat bounced, like bounced as I walked down the stairs. I've never had that before. I have never experienced that. That was a weird and horrible sensation that I did not enjoy whatsoever. And when I went to bed last night, I looked at myself in the mirror and yes, I was bloated because of pregnancy and also baby starting to grow a fair bit and starting to push my stomach forward. Not quite there yet, but starting to push my stomach more solid, which is then obviously causing my body fat to get pushed forward. And yes, my body fat is very saggy right now, it's very bouncy. And I didn't like that. That really hurt me, that really upset me. And I weighed myself this morning and I'm 108.7 kilograms, which I was kind of expecting because you gain weight during pregnancy, but this is now the heaviest I've ever been, which is expected during pregnancy, but for some reason it really bothered me. It really bothered me. And it bothered me because I can't tell where the excess weight is coming from. I can't tell what of it is baby, what of it is amniotic fluid, what of it is body fat, etc, etc. And I was feeling very body conscious and I was feeling very self-conscious. And even this morning getting out of bed, I was feeling exceedingly body conscious and aware of my belly. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I felt very negative towards my body. Shit me. I've had you for freaking 20 years and never damaged you. And I just lost both your horns because the freaking rug caught. Great. Freaking great. I'm gonna have to glue you back together later. On the plus side, at least it's only gluing you back together, so it's not the end of the world. It's like if you look at my belly right now, you probably can't tell much because of the background. It is still fairly flat in regards to my boobs, but if I actually get the belly out, it is like there's a lot of jiggle there. There's a heck of a lot of jiggle there. And it's that jiggle that I don't like. I don't like that bounce. It just makes me very self-conscious. It makes me really self-conscious. It's the only part that I don't like is the bounce. I don't like the wiggle. I don't like having a belly of jelly like Santa Claus. It's like, I don't care how good it looks on Santa Claus. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't expect to ever have a six-pack. I don't expect to be rigid. I would just like to not have so much excess that it literally bounces on my stomach. And I'm having to constantly remind myself that with hormones, it does focus the body fat on your stomach. You do grow more body fat and develop more body fat on your stomach when you're going through all these hormonal changes. And then I saw a video this morning from James Capola and he was doing... What the fuck? Why is it just vanished? I was looking for that. Oh, I hate when it does this. Right, I refound it. The video was James Capola doing a stitch of a very young guy. He looks like he's in his extremely early 20s, possibly even late teens. I'm not too sure. He looks really young. And basically complaining at his girlfriend for gaining weight during pregnancy when she's in her second trimester. We already know how nonsense that is. Like, we already know how pathetic that is because all women gain weight during pregnancy. But I did not know what kind of weight women gain during pregnancy. And I decided to have a look at the comment sections because I just wanted to see what people were saying about this guy and his stupidity and his arrogance and his lack of knowledge of biology, but also how rude he was being to his girlfriend, saying that she shouldn't be gaining this much weight during pregnancy. I couldn't help but smile. Where's the comments? The average safe normal pregnancy gain in weight is 30 to 40 pounds. 30 to 40 pounds a woman is expected to gain weight by when she's pregnant. And I'm not too sure what that is in kilograms or stone. Well, obviously I think it's 13 pounds per stone or something like that. I can't remember. It's a couple of stone that women gain when pregnant on average. Trying to find the comment that I'd seen that really helped me this morning. Okay, so here's one of the comments that helped. Placenta. I couldn't find the exact comment that I was reading, but I have found the breakdown on Google. So when a woman gets pregnant, she does gain weight. This is normal and natural. And here is why. The baby's weight is a substantial portion of weight, typically ranging from 3 to 3.5 kilograms. On top of that, you have the placenta, which is on average 0.7 to 1.5 kilograms. The amniotic fluid that the baby sits in order to keep it safe is 1 kilogram approximately. The uterus itself expands to accommodate the growing baby to a point where it gains 1 kilogram in weight. Your uterus alone gains 1 kilogram in weight. Increased blood flow and fluid volume, therefore supporting the pregnancy, can add anywhere from 1.5 to 3 kilograms of weight just from excess blood volume to keep the baby alive. Larger breasts. I already have gigantobreastos, but your breasts will get larger as they prepare for breastfeeding, adding 1 to 2 kilograms in weight. Just on your boobs. Your boobs alone are going to grow by 1 to 2 kilograms. Now, my boobs are already around that weight anyway, so I am dreading how much they're going to go up by. Extra fat stores. Your body, when pregnant, naturally stores extra fat in order to support the baby should you be in a situation where food is scarce. The body stores extra fat to provide energy and nutrients for breastfeeding as well. This can contribute to 2.7 to 3.6 kilograms of extra weight. You can gain 3 kilograms of body fat just to prepare you for breastfeeding. The total weight gain for a woman during an average pregnancy is between 10 to 12.5 kilograms. And that is normal. So the fact that I have gained currently about 2 kilograms is minimal, is freaking minimal. And I'm not even at the first trimester yet. And the first trimester is where the majority of the weight increases according to the Google search, because that is where your blood volume literally doubles. Your blood volume doubles in order to support yourself as well as the baby. Your body fat stores start increasing to prepare you for breastfeeding. Your breasts get big immediately. Apparently they're not meant to get big until like 12 weeks, or I think it was 8 weeks and above. I can't remember. My boobs got big straight away. Like that, I've had to increase my cup. I've gone from a 34H, I'm now a 36J. A 36J. And they have just started protruding out the top of my bra. My breasts are still growing. They are still freaking getting bigger. They are still getting heavier. My God, they are heavy. And I don't think this is something I have read about ever. It's certainly something I have not seen anyone talking about in depth on YouTube or any other sort of platforms. Is just how much weight a normal human will gain during pregnancy. I am currently on track to gain the normal amount of weight during pregnancy. And most women will lose 8 kilograms within the first 2 days after giving birth, which means you go almost straight back down. I say almost, because obviously there's still a couple of kilograms give way because your body needs to store the excess fat for breastfeeding in preparation. From what I can see, this is normal. And it's weird because I have been trained my whole life to not like weight gain. I have been trained my whole life to not like having a big, saggy, flabby belly. And right now, during pregnancy, that is the best thing my body can be at. That is the best thing my body can do in its current situation, is have that little excess body fat so that when I go to actually breastfeed my little minion, they are going to have a good, healthy supply of food. And it's weird. It's one of the hardest times for a woman is getting pregnant, is the weight gain. The weight gain and the body dysmorphia and people complaining that you're gaining weight and people commenting on your body, not knowing that you're pregnant, because you obviously haven't told the majority of the world in the first trimester when you're gaining the majority, like a large chunk of that weight. No one knows you're pregnant. And you're at a point where you're recommended not to tell too many people in case something goes wrong, because miscarriages are so common in the first trimester. And so you just have to take it on the chin. You just have to take the negative comments about your weight and your body. And this is why I am trying so hard to point out to people to stop caring about weight. Stop caring about an individual's weight. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know whether or not they're pregnant. You don't know whether or not they're going through a divorce. You don't know whether or not they're going through a breakup. You don't know whether or not they've just lost someone, like their partner or their father, who's now in heaven, or their mother or their auntie. It's like, you don't know why they're gaining weight. You don't know what's causing them to eat more. You don't know what's causing them or causing their body to react to a stress response. And that's another thing. Weight gain can also come from a stress response. And now, thankfully, during this pregnancy, I have not been stressed. I have been angry. I was in a weird mood yesterday. I wish I recorded it at the end of the day, or I wish I mentioned it at the end of the day. Yesterday, I was angry. I was angry. Like, this tiniest thing set off my rage. It was weird, and I'm fine today. Today I'm absolutely fine. Today I'm feeling great. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. I just wanted to come on here and mention that I am having a bit of body dysmorphia, body disliking right now, because I have very noticeably already started gaining podge. Because of the baby pushing it out, it's becoming more noticeable and more visible, and that was very difficult for me to come to terms with, especially this morning. And if it wasn't for that Instagram post by James Capola reacting to that guy complaining about his partner gaining weight during pregnancy, I wouldn't have read the comments and seen in the comments that it's not just baby weight. It is everything that your body does to prepare to keep baby alive, as well as everything that's going on in the womb to keep baby alive that causes you to gain weight. And it is natural and it is normal and it is not something to worry about. I constantly have to remind myself I am sticking to a healthy diet, eating regime of a portion of carbs, some form of protein, and at least 2 to 3 vegetables in every meal. I am snacking on fruits. I actually need to go to the farm shop today to buy more fruits. I need more fruits. But I am doing everything I can to try and make sure that I have the healthiest pregnancy possible. And I need to come to terms with the fact that that will include weight gain. And yes, weight gain is something that I am trying to not care about. My weight in general is something I'm trying to not care about because I have very little control over it. As now confirmed by a doctor, I do have medical issues that prevent me or make it far more difficult for me to lose weight. My ulcerative colitis apparently being one of them. Apparently, like, I knew that ulcerative colitis caused weight gain. I'm going on a tangent again. Ashley, stop. Don't get distracted. But I do feel that that was important for me to learn today. It was so important for me to learn that the weight gain during pregnancy isn't just body fat, and it isn't just baby. It is multiple things that your body is doing to prepare you to sustain a life within your own body. And that's okay. And this is going to be one of the hardest things I come to terms with, to be honest, because I have a bit of a trauma response to having a bigger body, which I don't really tell people about. But long story short, my ex was quite emotionally and mentally abusive, and he was the reason I gained weight in the first place. I won't go into more detail on it than that because I'd rather not dig up the memories. Because he was the reason I gained weight in the first place, I have a very bad relationship with gaining weight, believe it or not. Considering how much I preach about not caring about weight, I do have a bit of a bad relationship with gaining weight because of that trauma, which I have mostly recovered from, but it still lingers anytime I gain too much weight. Oh, I'm going on a tangent again. But just know you're not alone. If you're pregnant right now and you're gaining weight and you're going through these same emotions or feelings of body dysmorphia or getting nervous or anxious about the extra podge on your belly or gaining weight or the extra flab on your arms or how your clothes are getting tighter and not fitting, not just around your belly, but in other areas, you're not alone. You're not alone in this feeling, and it is normal. You will gain up to 10 to 13 kilograms during your pregnancy, and that is normal. That is healthy and that is safe. But it is normal. I am going to eat my breakfast and then I have one dog walk to do and then I need to go to the farm shop because I need to buy some fruit and veg. And considering these are pregnancy vlogs, I'm also going to try and make them a bit more vloggy. Vloggy, can you say that? I don't know. But a bit more what's going on in my daily life, like taking my folic brain froze, fail. Folic acid tablets. Taking my folic acid. So I'm currently watching a video by X Lee. I'll put the name here. It's small x, capital T, H-U-Y-L, capital L-E. Her video that, as of the time of recording, she posted 5 days ago of her finding out she was pregnant. I relate to her so much. So much. And in a way I feel bad that I can relate to her, but I relate to her because all the fears, all the worries, all the concerns. I spoke about this in my own pregnancy announcement video. I had all the same fears, all the same concerns. I was like, my life is good right now. Our lives are good right now. I'm really enjoying this life. I'm building up my business. I'm building up my voiceover career. I'm doing all this and that and the other. And I've got a really good life right now that I don't want to affect. I don't want to change. We're about to buy a house. So we're about to be financially struggling. We don't know if we can afford kids. So many worries and thoughts went through my brain when I was taking that test. And then seeing the test, I had every emotion under the sun, both positive and negative. I had all the fears. I had all the worries. I had everything she was going through mentally negatively. I also went through. But at the same time, I was also filled with happiness and excitement. And it's a really strange feeling. It's a really strange feeling to be feeling so fearful and worried and negative, but at the same time feeling so excited and so positive. It's a very strange sensation. It's a very, very strange sensation. I do actually recommend going to watch her video. I'm watching a lot of pregnancy announcements and pregnancy reveal videos at the moment, or finding out I'm pregnant videos, or announcing it to our family type videos, even though I really wanted to make some, but at the same time, I also want to appreciate my family's privacies. I didn't want to make one myself, which I'm kind of gutted I didn't, but at the same time, I'm also glad that I didn't. You just want to be on the video. Always the star of the show, this one. Yeah, star of the show. But it's actually nice. All of the people, or all the videos I've watched so far, have mostly been people who have been trying to get pregnant for years, or struggling with fertility, or desperate to start a family. I've not found a single one that's been on the fence like me until I found her video. She's the first person who has been in the exact same situation I was in, where they're in the 30s. Granted, she's early 30s, I'm late 30s, but they're in the 30s. They've got a good business going. They've got everything going for them. They've got a good life. They're happy with their life. But at the same time, they're wanting kids, or the maternal instincts are starting to kick in, and they're thinking maybe it would be nice to have kids. And everyone's telling them, oh yeah, it'll take you about a year. It'll take you about a year to get pregnant. It won't be quick, it won't be easy. And she did exactly what we did. Around the same time as well. We stopped taking birth control from December 2024, and she stopped taking birth control January 2025, and just like we did, she's let nature take its course. Nature hit her a bit faster than it hit us. I think she's just said that she got pregnant within 2 months of stopping birth control, or 2 or 3 months of stopping birth control, and we got pregnant within 4 months of stopping birth control. No, 4 to 5 months of stopping birth control, we got pregnant. So she was in just as much shock about getting pregnant so quickly as we were. And it's so nice to actually find someone else on YouTube, or find someone else doing this video who has gone through the same experience and same thoughts and feelings as me. It really is. Because yes, I am happy. Yes, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to being a mum and having a little minion. But there's also so much about it that I'm scared of, and that I'm worried for, and that I'm fearful for. It's so nice to finally find someone who's also talking about that subject. Where things have actually somewhat started to settle down. Now she is already past it. I came home from my dog visit, and it is boiling outside. Like, even though it's not that sunny, it is very warm. So I am going to make my parrots some treats using these little cardboard tubes, and then I'm going to get some video editing done. I was hoping to go to the farm shop, but it's just too hot. It's too hot to leave the house right now. we are now 8 weeks and 4 days into this pregnancy. It is Saturday. I had a bit of a lie-in today. I had a big lie-in today, which I wasn't intending on doing, but I did end up having a lie-in. It was so hot last night. So hot, I couldn't even have the covers on me. This time of year, we don't even put the cover on the duvet. We just like throw the duvet into the wardrobe and just have the outer sheet that we would usually put over the duvet because it just gets so warm. It gets so warm at this time of year. Even last night, I couldn't have that outer sheet on me. It was so warm. It was 23 degrees C at 11 o'clock at night. At 8 o'clock this morning, it was 22 degrees C. It's never this hot in the UK overnight. It's just, that was ridiculous. So we literally had so many windows open trying to get a breeze in the house. As I said, it is Saturday. I've had a bit of a lie-in due to I didn't actually sleep too badly last night. The vivid dreams are getting even more vivid every single day, and they're actually getting harder to remember. Usually I remember my vivid dreams really well. I've actually been struggling to remember them recently, although I do remember I was lucid dreaming at one point. I can't remember at what point it was, but I do remember I was lucid dreaming at one point last night. I remember at one point in the dream thinking, hang on, this isn't real. Am I dreaming? I am dreaming. I can tell this is a dream. And I just started running around, biting everything and ripping out a chunk of it with my mouth. I don't know why, I just got raged at the fact that I was in a dream and I didn't want to be in this particular dream. So I just started rage numbing on everything, every person, everything that walked past. I was just biting on it and ripping a chunk out, going, fucking dream, stupid goddamn dream. And it was a dream, thankfully. I always found it quite funny that I acknowledged that it was a dream and I just didn't like that particular dream, so I just went on a rampage. Which is weird. I've never gone on a rampage in a dream when I've lucid dreamed before. That was interesting. But it is weird that I can't remember my lucid dreams. I usually remember my lucid dreams really well. Sorry, no, I usually remember my dreams when they are very vivid really well. Lucid dreams, I sometimes remember, I sometimes don't, but vivid dreams I do tend to remember, and I've not been remembering them very easily recently. But they are definitely getting more vivid. That I do know. They are getting more and more vivid every single day. As if vivid dreams weren't vivid enough, they need to be vivider, more lifelike and more reality feel. If you can't tell, my hay fever's playing up today. It's actually fairly bad today. It's hitting me in the eyes today. Luckily, it doesn't get too bad. I've only ever had it once where my eyes started swelling and watering like crazy. Usually my eyes just get really, really itchy and sensitive to sunlight when my hay fever gets pretty bad. I'm quite congested, my nose keeps running, I keep sneezing. I've had like 3 sneezing fits already this morning. But I've got a fairly busy day. I need to go see my friend's cats, I need to go to the farm shop and do some farm shopping, and I also need to then go and redo my friend's cats because they need 2 visits a day, and then we're actually going for a meal with Jason's parents. It's actually the first meal we've gone on together. In fact, if I remember correctly, it's the first time I've seen them since we announced the pregnancy to them nearly 2.5, 3 weeks ago now. It was a while ago. It was a while ago. I'm actually quite looking forward to going and seeing them. Jason has seen them once when he met up with family, but I was away down south. I was at London at the Parrot event when it was his cousin's birthday, so he went to his cousin's birthday and saw his family. We didn't tell his family till a couple of days later because we didn't want to spoil his cousin's birthday. We didn't want to take the attention of her birthday away from her, if that makes sense. So we waited a couple of days and then told them in the family Facebook, family group messenger, or the family WhatsApp group, because we didn't know when we were going to see each other again, and the only time his family tend to meet up or arrange to meet up is for birthdays and celebrations, and we didn't want to wait till August to tell them. That just felt too long. That felt too long. Especially considering we're going to be getting our 12 week, because obviously we know I know I'm a couple of weeks behind what the NHS think. We're getting our 12-week scan in 2 weeks' time. It feels so far away. It feels so far away. Right, I need to go. I need to stop rambling. I need to get moving. I need to go see these cats.